else out off the second hit is really what gives this deck its gas.
Yeah. You know, killing people with, like, people were always like, yeah, you get hit by Lackey, you die. You get hit by Warren Instigator, it's not even a question. You're just not recovering. You are going to take, it's not even you are going to have your opponent just get multiple Black Lotuses of mana out of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, off those 3 Warren Instigators, how much, mana was generated? 3 Ringleaders is 12, Siege Gang 17,
20,
Matron is 20, and then what was the other one?
24 mana. So, you're looking at about a Geosurge's worth of mana for that.
That's fair.
Yeah, a Geosurge.
I've never cast that spell.
I don't think anyone has. I think very few people will.
So it can only be used for
creatures and planeswalkers, I believe.
Oh, no, creatures and artifacts.
Artifacts, that's what it is. So we have another feature match right on up.
Okay. Switching over.
Ooh, this one's a good one. We have Kenny Mayer playing his Junk Depths deck from 2 weeks ago. It's a bit more conservative this time, a bit less entombing for Life from the Loam and crop rotating with all the singletons you could ever want. A bit more.
He's tuned it better.
He still is. He's on the Living Wish build. He's a bit more towards what Brian Boss top aided with.
Living Wish?
Yeah, Living Wish. It gets X Mage and Dark Depths.
Either half of the combo.
Yep. He does have. Oh.
What are we switching out here for?
We have
Wrong deck list.
Here we go.
So 2 guys with the same last name. But
yep. Less exciting. I thought we were gonna get Affinity, but we have Merfolk here.
Fish.
It's Fish.
Matthew Knupp.
Yeah. Just
versus Kenny Mayer.
Very stock looking Fish. 23 lands. 4 Misstep Days, Force, Vial, Core Home, Curse Catcher, Regery, Lord, Silvergill, with the one flex slot being a Phyrexia Metamorph.
Oh, is there? I was gonna ask, is there any leeway in a Fish build these days?
There's approximately 1 or 2 slots in these lists. We're probably getting to them post sideboarding, so let's take a look here. Matthew has 2 Submerges he's probably bringing in. Kills a Merit Lage, puts a Knight of the Reliquary back. Often just kills it right back into the deck.
Right.
You just respond to the
search.
Can do some cute things where you flip your opponent's creatures in response to Dark Confidant to burn them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, see, these are the kinds of things that I would just never think of.
Yeah, you never think of them, and you see it happen, you're like, oh, wow. So we're going to be right over there, and it's currently going to Game 3. Let's see what else.
Game 3. Kenny Mayer on the left, and Matt Knupp on the right.
I think Kenny probably just leaves everything in the board, unless he wants... He might want Inquisitions against Merfolk, actually. Just takes everything here.
Yeah, the only really non-Living Wish stuff he's got going on the board is 4 Inquisition of Kozilek and 3 Angel's Grace for the Hive Mind matchup.
He could board in the Shriekmaw or Pride Mage. He might want the Pride Mage, he's never going to wish for it, but he might just want it to cast to kill a Aether Vial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, might also consider that with the Shriekmaw.
If you wish for it to destroy a Vial, it's too slow.
Yeah, actually the Shriekmaw is fine to kill anything late game to wish for, but you probably want the Pride Mage into the main.
And these are the kinds of things where if you have a wish sideboard, a lot of people don't think about. They always kind of get locked into, I have to wish for these things. But sometimes it's better value to put them in. Right.
I mean, I don't know, the only times I've ever played Burning Wish involved, my wish cards being a Tendrils of Agony that has to stay there or something. Mm-hmm. But I can imagine with, more flexible, Cunning Wish boards, you just board it whenever you want.
So here we go. Starting off Game 3.
Kenny had double misstep for the Aether Vial on turn 1 for the Merfolk player and another misstep, so Matt's Aether Vial doesn't resolve, and his factory gets wastelanded. So moving along to the second copy of turn 1.
Turn 2, yeah, but no board. Island, go.
Matt looks like he has a Wasteland, a Mutavault, a Lord of Atlantis, and another card in hand. Kenny's hand, well, we'll see. It's like they both just Moldify and started the game at a few life down. Kenny starting at 16 to Matt's 18, basically.
Marsh Flats.
Let's see.
Black-white fetch land.
Yep. Matt can board in Pithy Needle, Back to Basics, which is pretty good against Kenny's mana base. GK and Sower as other cards.
Does he have...
Unless he wants Relic to stop Knight and Tarmogoyf. Relic's also good here, too. And Loam. So Silvergill add up, revealing Lord. I believe it was Alex Bertoncini who referred to Silvergill Adept as the fish brainstorm. But
getting a 2-1 and a card draw is pretty good.
The hardest games to win against fish are always the ones where they have multiple Silvergill Adepts.
Really?
They have a threat, and they have all these cards still in their hand to counter it.
But that's only because the rest of the deck is all Lords, pretty much.
I mean, if you have multiple Silvergill Adepts, one Lord probably puts you on a 2-turn clock, and they still. It's just if that was just a Goblin Piker or something, they wouldn't have all of these counter spells back. But the cycling into more counters is what really hurts. So
Kenny's going down to 15 here off of his Mental Missteps and Fetch Land.
So he Mox Diamond, played a land, played a Knight, but that's getting Force of Will. Matt Knupp going to 17, and we're probably going to see either a Wasteland or a Lord of Atlantis out of Matt. I would probably consider the Wasteland here. I don't see a Life from the Loam. Yep, gonna crash in there for 4.
Takes Kenny to 11.
And Wasteland.
Waste the Bayou.
Yep. It's still a 3-turn clock regardless of whether he Wastelands here or not. The Lord just lets him attack for 3, put Kenny to 12. Subsequent attacks only for 7. Whereas next turn, actually it's a bit less than a 3-turn clock because he's Alpha Mana.
Kenny plays a Dark Confidant.
Yep.
Did not play another land.
I think you just... He's a dismember for that, Bob. I think you use it here. Or did the Lord disappear? Yep, the Lord got pitched to the Force Hole. There we go. Yeah, I was wrong about the Lord math, but it doesn't matter because of the Force of Will pitching it. Matt goes to 13, dismembers Dark Confidant, and puts Kenny down to 7.
Attacks with the team again. All this Phyrexian mana. Life totals are even lower now.
Yeah.
Used to be, you take a couple from fetches. Now everyone's taking a couple more.
It's a Living Wish, it looks like.
Is it?
Yep. Kenny can get Shriekmaw, Pride Mage, Phyrexian Metamorph, Vampire Hex Mage, Bajuka Bog, Dark Depths, Gadokteeg, and Tarmogoyf, which I think Tarmogoyf is what he's going to go for here. Unless he has another way to get the Dark Depths in hand.
Right, he's tapped out here again, so he's going to take at least another 4.
He gets goes and gets a land, actually. Probably, let's see. Maybe his last card's another Knight?
Whoa, no! Earth-shattering. So Matt, as we said, cracks for 4.
That's
another Mutavault. Oh.
Which I think is...
That's brutal.
I think that's lethal.
Yeah, Kenny...
Unless Kenny's cards are something like Swords, yep. He had the other Knight, just needed the land.
Another quick one.
That's that over there. Merfolk player using his disruption spells pretty effectively to keep Kenny from casting his spells in the order he wanted to, or in the way he wanted to, and just a couple of 2-power guys beating down for the rest of the damage once Kenny dealt the first 5 or so.
Yeah, no Lords required that time.
Yep.
So it's like you said, just get the Silvergill Adept, get some more cards, and have counter spells and or removal spells.
Yep. Pushing a couple of damage with that guy and just sort of make sure your opponent doesn't do anything long enough that it's lethal.
That's what got Alex Bertoncini to level 8.
Yeah.
Star City Games Players Club.
Yeah, how many wins did he have with Merfolk? 1 or 2?
I'm thinking it was 2, but he was a constant fixture in the top 8 as well, even if he wasn't winning. But now he's switched gears.
Yeah, now he's on a no rug right now, I believe.
And that's, I don't know, is that a consequence of Mental Misstep?
I think it's less a consequence of Mental Misstep and more a consequence of Stoneforge Mystic. It's really hard for the Merfolk decks to beat the Batterskull Mystic starts. And or the just GTAs, or just all of these cards, like things that Merfolk traditionally doesn't like to see, like Knight of the Reliquary and Tarmogoyf, and all these sort of like big fair guys that are coming into play. And also things are just gearing towards more removal. People are gearing towards more of these fair matchups and less of these sort of unfair ones. So Merfolk loses a bit of an edge as people are starting to play things like, a lot more removal spells, a lot more Green Sun Zenith flying around.
And what about Hive Mind? What's Hive Mind versus Merfolk like?
Merfolk seems pretty good for that matchup. Daze and Curse Catcher are really rough for the Hive Mind deck.
Yeah. Oh wow, Curse Catcher. So